Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Audio check. Audio check. Audio check. Let's see if I can see. I don't know what's oh, here we go. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Where I can see my words. Hear how it sounds. We sounding goodish? We sounding good. It's early afternoon. Early afternoon. We about to go in. Oh. Let's see if I get this thing a little straighter. Maybe I need to move it. There it is. It's a different camera. I think this camera sucks. Where's everybody at? Oh, Emmanuel, you there? What's up, brother? What's up? I'm about to drop some knowledge. I'm about to drop some opinions. About to drop some science-ish. I might get somebody to call in to talk their truth. You see me? But first, you know, let's see if we can switch accounts here. Share, copy link, boom, 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 boom. All right, how's everybody doing today? How's my mic sound? It's a different setup for me. Is the camera looking good? Am I looking younger? Scratch the gray beard. Am I looking okay? Am I looking okay-ish? I mean, lie to me. I'll accept a lie. No? Nobody wants to lie to me? Well, I want to talk about a couple things that kind of aggravated me. And maybe when people join in, I might have to recap this because this was really last minute. And it's early time on a Friday, so it's not normal time for me. Or maybe I should come back in a little bit later. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe that's what I need to do. Think that's gonna be my remedy. What time is it? It's 5:30. Maybe I'll come back on at 6. Maybe 6. 6 might be better. What do you guys think? 6 better? Because there's really nobody here, and I really want to deliver this message. Greetings, Alicia Davidson. Thank you for joining us. Are you a postal worker, or you just happen to be passing by? Alicia. You know what? I may stop this and... Oh, wait a minute. I got a couple people kicking in. I may stop this because I got my message that I want to deliver. I want to deliver this message. But I don't know how my volume sounds. It's the first time. Is the volume good? Is it cool? Is it clean? Is it crisp? Is this volume irie? That's what I need to know. That's what I need to know. Because I'm trying to get into the mood here. Trying to get into the mood. We 5 minutes in. 5 minutes in, and I ain't delivered not one word yet. But we about to do this free ride because it's kind of what I do. I kind of take control and command it. It's all perfect, nice set. No, it's a damn iPad, brother. But I thank you. Thank you. See you in an hour. Volume is on point. No. Alicia, you're gonna be on here now. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate it. My son's been using my microphone, so I'm trying to figure out if this thing is crispy-ish. But let's talk. Listen, because I know my message gets out to the right people at the wrong times, or the wrong people at the right times. And yeah, I was just, man, I try to curb my words here, and I'm gonna be careful with my words, and my words may pierce somebody's heart here, because I was trying to find out some information about this individual that was giving somebody that's dear and close to me a hard time, and the individual just happens to be a manager. Okay, and this manager just happened, well, no, supervisor. And we were talking a couple days ago about how they seem to promote trash from within. Now, again, we're not going to talk about all trash being promoted from within. We're going to talk about people that just were bad as, you know, their craft. Now, I specifically know for a fact that this individual that happened to mess with somebody dear and close to me just happened to be trash. Okay, not only were they trash, they were a supervisor. They are a supervisor. They were a carrier. And I'd like to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, they were walked out, fired for throwing away mail. There was a 3-month-long investigation. This individual was a trash carrier and ended up with 14 other people getting walked out by OIG and the inspectors for throwing mail away. This individual today is now a full-time career supervisor, acting manager at other times. Now, what does that tell you about the trash that we got working here? Problem is that they just happen to be supervising over somebody clean and close to me, and they happen to cross that person the wrong way. So I just had to find out, and I was like, hey, you know about such and such? And yeah, this person's trash, and some of you in my area might know who this trash person is. But let it be known, I know you're trash, and we all know your backstory. And this is, unfortunately, this is what they promote. They promote trash. And it was all over the news. But now let it be known that this person that came in as a as a CCA, was fired as a CCA, is now career management. 4 or 5 years over. Woo! And then has the audacity to talk to carriers like trash. And they speak down to other people because of what? It makes them feel good? Makes them feel good? I don't know. But this one here, this little message here, I'm hoping to get somebody on the phone to tell their story, their life story. And this is going to be about personal things that we all go through. Just going to throw some things out there, because people email me all the time. Some of the best times of your life haven't even happened yet. That's going to hit home to somebody. I want y'all to know that we all going through this struggle together. Every one of us go through the struggle together. Some people look at me and say, hey, you doing all right? No, I'm doing better than I did yesterday. And I don't know who it was I was talking to, but that's the truth. I'm doing better than I did yesterday, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be tomorrow. So, in turn, I want everybody to know that some of the best times of your life haven't even happened yet. You have to realize that at this place we work at, there's a lot of people that you cannot share your personal information with. Because the people that we interact with, not everybody wants to see you succeed. It's rare that we have people now that want to come and share any positive messages about this place. It's the culture we live in. They come in here and they say, why are you here? Why are you here? It's rare that new people come in and they get greeted with positivity. Does anybody know why that is? Does anybody know? I don't know, but I know the culture is bad. I know that people should turn and greet people different, because first impressions is lasting impressions. For the people that have been here within the last 2 years, 3 years that just started, a lot of them can't say that they were positively met when they walked through the door by other people. And why is that? Is there a reason? Is there a reason why people come through the door and they can't find one positive person to make that change or help make that change? Is anybody on here want to talk? Anybody? Because if you want to talk, I'll give you my Google number and we could talk. How about you, Alicia Davidson? How about that? I know you want to talk. How about Cam, the poet? You want to talk? How about Emmanuel? That's my son's name. God's with us. Anyone of y'all want to talk? Speak your truth? No? Scared? Can't be scared. Shouldn't be scared. Not scared to talk, are we? Woo! Anybody? No? Nobody yet? Alicia, you want my number? Alrighty. Email me, Alicia, and I will give it to you. I think I have your name. I think you've emailed me before. If you're serious about talking, let's talk. If you think you're ready, let's chat. This ought to be interesting. Y'all ready for this? I'm ready. I just sent you an email, Alicia Davidson. Let's talk. This is a really quiet live. Hello.
Hello, Jay.
Oh. Hi. Is this Alicia?
Alicia, yes.
There we go, Alicia. So give me 1 second. I want to know if anybody else in the chat, can you all hear Alicia? Miss Alicia, can you speak again?
Good evening, everyone.
Okay. All right. Let's talk. Let's talk. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm swell. That's all right. Yes, yes. Okay. Y'all can hear her clear? Jack. All right. I guess they can hear you. Do you know who I am, Miss Alicia?
You're JH from what I hear. Yeah.
Okay, good, good. So, what's your craft there?
I am a city carrier assistant.
Okay, all right. So,
Mhm.
I kind of get raw. I speak truth. So, I'm going to ask for the raw and truth as well. Are you prepared for that? We don't really speak where we're located out of your protection, as well as we don't give names, if that's all right.
Sure.
True?
Sure.
Okay. So, you think you can be raw, Miss Alicia?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. That's what I'm talking about. How you like your job there, Alicia?
Well, as any other postal worker knows, it has its perks and quirks, depending upon the given day of the week, the weather, and the people you are working with.
Okay. That's a safe answer. That's a safe answer. What don't you like about your job?
The inconsistency in management.
Inconsistency in management. Elaborate.
Well, at my station particularly, there are what I like to call snitches.
Oh,
Okay? And they have a lot of glitches.
snitches with glitches. That's interesting.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but all right. Snitches with glitches.
But my stance on it is, as a carrier, my duty is to get in there, get the mail together accurately, consistently within a decent amount of time, get out and make the delivers in an 8-hour time frame.
8 hours. Whew. You sound like that other guy, my man Yaya.
And sometimes it's difficult when you come into the workplace, and I'm that kind of person that I like to do my thing, get out and get done.
Safely.
Right, safely.
Okay.
But I have no issues working with my coworkers, so long as it's harmonized, and everybody's pulling their weight.
Okay. So where's the inconsistencies?
The inconsistencies are when management has certain ones they will do for and others they will not. Well, we know regulations, federal regulations and guidelines are basically across the board, nationwide.
Why don't you just say that favoritism? That's the word you're looking for, right?
Right, favoritism. Okay,
Okay.
thank you, Jay. Thank you.
Favoritism. Pets. They call them pets, right? Pets, favoritism.
Right, they're pets to the managers and pets to the coworkers.
Well, I don't know if that's considered a pet then. If they're a pet to the managers and their co-workers, that just seems like they friendly. I get along with everybody. Does that make me a pet?
I said they were pets to the managers and pests to their coworkers.
Oh, pests. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I wanted to clarify that. I got Mailman Saeed that just stepped in. If anybody is in here, Mailman Saeed is just starting his channel, and y'all check him out. We appreciate him.
And I know some of the other ones that are carriers too on here can relate to me when they have to deal with back and forth, the favoritism. And this one gets this, but that one can't, and it creates hostility amongst the workers.
Okay. There is definitely hostility amongst the workers. But does it affect you directly? Because I don't worry about stuff that happens to anybody else. If I'm out there, if I was a carrier, I'm out there doing my thing. I'm doing my thug dizzle, minding my business. But how does this directly affect you in your everyday? I mean, are you content with your job? Does it bother you? you know, I want to hear the dirt. I want to hear the good, bad, and the ugly. And I don't want you to curb your words. I like you to change your name on here as well, because you got your full name up there. My chat, and people know who you are.
Sorry.
That'll be later, though. Um, so talk to me. I want the good, bad, and the ugly.
I mean, do you want the good, bad, and the ugly based upon?
Your experience. This is about your experience. Everybody goes through their own experiences.
Oh, I don't know if I can give it to you clean because I'm gonna tell you, every
Clean.
day is a different situation,
Hey,
and how do I say this without?
don't, don't. You over there trying to. This is my channel. You don't have to sugarcoat nothing. Say your piece. That was.
But I want to keep it clean.
You ain't gotta be.
I want to.
You ain't gotta keep it clean. Go for it. I ain't getting paid for this. Speak your mind. As long as it ain't prejudice and it ain't politics, we good.
No, it's none of that. It's just.
We got grown people here that are postal
we
workers.
come in. We feel like slaves to the job.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you, one of my biggest frustrations as a carrier is right now going through as a CCA with minimum pay. Okay, that's my biggest issue because I realized 2 days ago on the job that I was basically not even appreciated as a CCA. Because I had to come clean up a regular carrier who just decided to drop a route because he didn't feel like doing it, the rest of it. He didn't want to deliver to a certain particular location, so he just left it as it was, and they dumped it on me, okay?
Okay.
Now, given I had a whole route that I had to deliver, okay? 6 hours. Had to pick up a pivot, which is a part of another route, and then deliver parcels on another route. And then he left that mess for me. Okay, I don't get paid enough, Jay, to inherit that kind of burden, okay?
I'm gonna be the manager right now. But you getting paid by the hour, right?
I get paid by the hour, but these like managers still come at you talking about, okay, you need to be done within a certain amount of time. Hurry, get done, okay? You have a certain amount of time, and then it's like, don't ask for any more time or don't look for any help. You are the help. Can't tell you how many times I've heard that.
Oof. You are the help.
Yeah.
We got a few carriers in this chat. Has anybody else heard that you are the help to the CCAs?
How insulting is that, guys? You are the help.
I don't know. Well, I mean, my kids have gone through it, but I'm not saying it's right or wrong. So you feel as if you're not appreciated. Any other issues? That's it. Just the fact that your supervisor told you had to do more work. That's it?
No.
All right, let's go. Talk about it. I had Yaya on here. Let's talk about it.
Come on, y'all, help me here.
Yaya is busy right now. He busy.
But my point of the matter is that we understand our duties when we come into work. We have no problems being committed to completion.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the issue. The issue is the hounding of those, the hounding and the harassment from managers and supervisors. Then they try to close in the time frame that you have to deliver, but they want you to do it safely and efficiently. But they're not realistic in terms of delivery. Because see, we deliver in real time. This is not virtual reality. Okay? We have to drive, and we have to basically engage with the public
Right.
professionally, consistently. Our minds are continuously thinking while we're driving, and we have to basically handle the mail, safeguard the mail. We have to make sure we are attentive to our surroundings and anything else that's happening. And God forbid anything happens as an accident, we're going to be blamed for it.
Okay, this is true. But how long have you felt that way?
Since I started as a city carrier.
So, has it gotten better?
Not since I've witnessed it. Not on my terms, it has not.
Do you feel like it's gonna get better?
I have every hope to believe that it is. But
Okay.
I'll be honest right now, I don't see the change happening so quickly. Gradually, yes, but not swiftly.
Okay. Now I get it that you feel like it's not gonna happen right away, but you have carriers at your station right now, right?
Yes.
Are they going through the same exact thing that you're going through? The ones that are full-time carriers?
Yes. It's a consensus with it. Yes.
The full-time carriers are feeling the same exact pain as well?
Well, as far as the overwhelming burden of carrying the mail and delivering, I don't know, to be honest with you, how extensive it is as far as their stress level is about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I honestly do not talk to them outside of work.
But you see them when they're there. Do they look stressed out or no?
Well, they look stressed out regardless of they're working or not. I'm just, which could be from the years of being done that way. But they don't talk to me. They only talk to the other regular carriers.
So you're saying that the career carriers don't talk to the non-career carriers?
Not unless it's work related.
Well, that's all. You ain't there for friends. You there for work.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. They don't talk to me about what they're going through, experiencing, because they feel like I'm not on their level to relate to them in a regular realm.
Okay. So do you have issues with the other carriers?
No,
You have
they're
issues.
not. They're not the issue particularly.
So who do you feel the issue is?
The issue is the dismanagement of the people from supervisors and managers.
Delegation. Delegation of responsibility, right?
Right.
Okay. A lot of managers, in my opinion, do not know how to delegate responsibility correctly. Every single station USA is different. That's a fact. Every individual carrier works differently. That's a fact. Every terrain is different. Every set of delivery points there, everything is different. Same base concept, but everything is different. Now, when you have a specific supervisor that is in an area, they are supposed to know the specs for that specific area, traffic-wise, weather-wise, etc. Hence the reason why they have MOUs, memorandums of understanding, when it comes down to every single craft. Because they can't say, okay, well, these carriers are going to be okay to move 1,000,000 miles an hour in the middle of the hot desert sun if they're out in the middle of, Arizona, versus somebody that's in Ohio. The expectations are going to be a little different. So with all that being said, the management is supposed to know that as well. So they'll say, okay, well, this time during the year, we have XYZ going on. We're supposed to be able to take care of XYZ in a specific amount of time. Okay, school's out this time. We know that the people are going to be moving, or it's a vacation town. They'll be coming in. There's going to be influx of people. So all these different factors should be forefront when they delegate responsibilities to the carriers, the city carriers, the CCAs, even when it comes down to the clerks, saying, okay, this is what you guys need to do, this is what we're preparing for. Lack of preparation is just basically preparation for failure. And instead of being proactive, a lot of them are reactive. It's not like they don't know what comes in the beginning of the day. Once the mail comes in the beginning of the day, they know, okay, well, we have X amount of mail. This is what we're going to need in order to get this mail out. And at least shoot it out and say, hey, look, Alicia, you're going to need to be coming. When you do come back, you're going to need to go back out. We're going to give you X, Y, Z. That way there's some form of preparation. But unfortunately, a lot of managers do not manage that way. And again, every area is different. So,
But didn't you say a couple of days ago or so, Jay, that most of the managers and supervisors are from the craft?
oof, don't use my own
So,
words against me. Don't
no,
use.
but I'm saying they should know where they've come from in order to be able to relate and actually execute what they already know is ahead for us. See, we're their team. And I cannot tell you how frustrating it is to see managers and supervisors play each other against each other because they want to win, but their fight is not with anything else besides each other. It's internal.
Mm, mm.
And that just basically creates a competitive environment that we basically compete with each other, but for the wrong reasons inside of the post office. And so we start cutthroat stuff, tattling, snitching,
But
backbiting, all that. We start all this stuff that just basically wreaks havoc. But our own issues are internal. They're not anything to do with mail delivery all the time. A lot of it is just a bunch of competition for nothing.
so it's not the mail delivery. I don't know how many other carriers in here gonna agree with that. Y'all agree it's not always
Well, that's
about.
our duty. That's our duty, is to deliver the mail accurately and efficiently. That's our duty, but it's not our real issue. Our real issue is really internal. Within the post office. That's where it stems. Because when we have our corrupt managers and supervisors that are at each other's throats and they can't even get along, how are they going to basically execute an efficient plan for us for that given day? And every day that plan is going to be different because we're not delivering the same amount of volume every day.
But that's what they get paid that money for.
Right,
That's
but see, they know this, but they spend all their time at odds about what should be done because they're fighting to win.
while failing because they're not executing the correct plan. A correct game plan is an open game plan. That's like any competitive sport. You could say, yeah, we want to win, but as circumstances change, your plan has to change. They execute something different. Well, we
Exactly.
down by 20 points. We need to do X, Y, Z. This one's hurt. We need a fill-in. And they don't have that leadership power. I know this as a fact. Everybody that's watching knows this as a fact.
Right.
Miss Wendy's saying, just come and do your job and go home, not here to make friends. This is true. This is true. You're not there to make friends. They said they know, she said they know most won't make it and they will quit or just give up. That's true as well. You didn't give up, which is good. And we're not there to make friends, but you're also there to have a basic camaraderie. So the place you're spending the most amount of your day should be easy to come in. The hard part should be delivering your mail, and that's it. Not dealing with management, not dealing with coworkers, not dealing with all the other foolery that goes on behind the scenes. But that's just my opinion. What do I know? What do I know? I'm just a
What I mean?
I'm just a truck driver sometimes. But I appreciate you giving me your feedback. Do you want to add anything to this? I mean, this sounds like just a regular, typical thing. I thought you had some meat and potatoes, some foolery. You know anybody on FMLA that we can snitch on? Talk to me.
Well, like I say, I just I don't have anything to say about anybody in a negative light. Because that would be an exposure that basically would probably be shameful to someone.
Okay, okay. I respect that. I respect that. Do you think that you're going to be here for the duration of the remainder of your career?
If it continue down the path that we're going, I do not think that I will.
Really?
No.
What other why?
I mean, you probably heard this many times. You get a certain age, you just cannot deal with a lot of foolishness from a lot of fools.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's extensive and repetitive, it is a nuisance to you as a person. And anything that is not promoting or progressing you to another level of knowledge and ability to perform at your best is only a deterrence in your ability to proceed. It's a waste.
It's a
And
waste.
with this negativity that we're dealing with on a consistent basis,
Mm-hmm.
it really, if you stay in that, it will suck the life out of you if you don't have some kind of outlet or something to restore you on a daily basis.
You sound like you're about to tear up over there. Are you all right?
No, I'm not tearing up.
Oh, okay. You almost sound sad. But do you mind if I ask somebody this conversation?
Adam, bring him in.
Bring
Help
them
us
in.
out.
All right. Give me 1 second. Only America. Whew. Wendy says it's best together.
Yo.
Let's see who we got here. Good morning. Yeah.
Yo.
I got Alicia on the phone.
Alicia, nice to meet you.
Hi, Yaya. How are you doing?
All right.
Thanks
Sounds
for
like you're a little
joining.
stressed out.
It's been a trying day, but I'm not stressed out about the job itself. It's just been an enduring day.
All right, I didn't know Jay was live. I jumped in a little late. How long have you? You're a CCA, right?
Yes.
How long have you been a CCA?
I've been in CCA 11 months. Prior to that, I was an RCA for 3 years.
Oh, you had that cake job, that rural carrier. I don't know why you got out of that. I heard it takes forever to get regular, so I get that. But
Yeah, and then I had broken down 3 vehicles in the course of the 3 years, actually.
You broke 3 vehicles?
Or was it? I'm sorry. Was that your personal vehicle or postal vehicles?
It was a personal vehicle. And
Oh, okay,
it got
yeah.
very expensive, as you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I when I jumped in, when I heard what was going on, I just hang in there. Just hang in there. Once you make regular, it sucks right now. It does. Trust me. When I came up as a CCA, the route I was at, I had my shop steward coming at me because she was high school friends with my manager. I had both of them coming at me. I was always going to the office. I hated it. I used to call my mentor crying my eyes out, literally, saying, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. I'm done. And he would just say, just hang in there. It gets better. It gets better. I always say that in the comments and whatnot, but it does. Eventually, once you make regular, you can get your own route. You might find a good station. You might find a good, crowd of people like I have at my station. Just, you got to hang in there. It sucks. It sucks. These first 2.5 years are the worst. It really is. It's real. Like, it almost seems like it's like military. They got to break you down to build you back up. Trust me, I didn't think I could do this. I didn't think I could do this job. And it took me 10 years to finally be like, I don't like this job. I'm not, but I don't hate it.
But
I've got days where I'm happy now. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I apologize.
No.
I'm the next one in line to go regular. So the guy in front of me went back to being an ARC, which is just somebody that delivers the packages and so forth, as we know.
Yeah.
But from the other 3 CCAs, they're all guys, and they've been just riding my back about, oh, you're basically useless and all this and that, and you're slow and you're such a girl, It's
What?
Yeah.
Don't just ignore that. Just ignore that. Okay, when you're slow, like, do you finish your route in 8 hours on time? Sometimes. I know I'm always 8 hours, but I'm asking you, like, do you finish your route in 8 hours, or do you always have to go over?
I always finish within that 8-hour realm. It's usually 7 to 8 hours. And I tell them, I don't care if I am delivering mail that you may deliver it in 6 hours, but I am not going to run over everything out there in the street just to get it done because managers say I need to do it in 5 to 6 hours. I'm not going to be that person. Okay? The wreaks havoc out or create some kind of chaos in the streets for just to get, a certain amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're creating a safety hazard to yourself and others.
Yeah, of course. Like, people joke. The last video Jay posted, or when I was on his video, everybody's saying that they think I'm being reckless and going nuts. No, it's not like that. I just know the tricks of the trade. I've been on my route for 8.5 years. I know how to do my route and get it done. Nobody can do my route in 8 hours except my U-Man. Everybody else, it takes them like 10, 12 hours. But don't worry. You know what? Just ignore that. That sounds like trolls, online trolls. Just ignore that. Don't worry about it. Just you do you.
But you know your terrain, and you know the ins and outs of that, like only you can do it. That's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as a CCA, you're like, I know all of the city routes at this point. So they utilize me to deliver all of the routes, whether somebody calls out or somebody basically is scheduled off or they're on vacation, so forth, as you guys know.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever that case is. No problems there. Yeah. But it's frustrating when you basically start the delivery or you basically case a route. You pull down, you scan everything out and everything getting ready to go. You load the truck and then they switch it on you. Oh, I need you to come back in here and case and deliver another route.
Wait, that's the thing? I'm sorry, I'm not a carrier. I'm kind of just sitting back listening. They have you start your route and then tell you to do somebody else's?
Yes, sir.
It has happened to me. Yes. After you've labored to get started on a route, and you basically, if you're delivering or you're packing a truck to deliver, and they pull you from the route and tell you they want you to basically start all over, casing and organizing another route for delivery.
Yep. No, I understand that. I can hear the stress in your voice. And I don't know. Like, trust me, you'll know what I mean when I say this. Once you make regular, it gets better. Because I was the same way. I was casing like 3 or 4 routes because I was a CCA at my station, so I knew all the routes. And I was so fast because I'm like, I got to get out of here. I have management pushing me. I got to get out. I got to go. I got to do 8 hours. They're threatening to fire me, especially within that first 3 months. Anybody listening right now, when you first start in those 3 months, they're going to threaten you to get rid of you because they can get rid of you for anything. And I hauled ass. I did. I would case like crazy. Plus, I would go out and help like 3 or 4 people. And those CCA days is when I was hauling ass. I was being reckless. I'm not gonna lie. I had a couple of wrecks because I was hauling ass. And now I don't do that. I don't. But I still make it in 8 hours. But yeah, no, I don't know. Please understand. I hear the stress in your voice. It's gonna get better. It is. It's gonna get better. I promise.
But you feel almost inhumane in the process. It's like there's no regard for you as a person.
I want to interject real quick. So anybody that's watching, you guys know that obviously I talk to people all over this country. I know where both of them are from. I was joking about the thing with not knowing who she is. I know what area she's in. But, yeah, America. But here's the thing. Everybody has a different outlook when it comes down to the job. So I could sit here from this perspective over here and say, this lady's just whining and bitching and complaining, versus somebody over here that says, this lady is really crying out for help, trying to hold on and trying to struggle. And all of you can feel that from different perspectives, which is why it's not that Jay flip-flops. I try to talk from all angles because obviously I have such a diverse audience. But the thing is, we all have to remember, I never did your job. I never claimed I could do your job as carriers. Each of you have to look at everybody is different. Everybody is an individual. And when he heard her, and you guys are here saying you can hear her, she sounds like she's stressed out. Me, I'm like, okay, I thought she was about to cry. But some of you that have carried can identify with this. And this is why I have a platform, so that other people that are listening to this, they realize they're not alone. And Yaya talking to her saying, hey, I was like that. Yaya's a different breed. Mailman Nick would probably say, suck it up. I'll come do all your routes. But, you know, Wendy's saying they can do that. There's a lot of things that I don't know. You know, Cam is saying your peace is your safety. He's also saying that's considered harassment. So this one said it's like boot camp, cried many times and wanted to quit. My daughter cried. For the first 3-4 months, she was crying all the time because the stress seemed so overwhelming. Some of us handle stress differently. My son would curse and fuss. My daughter would cry. So I'll let you guys get back. I didn't mean to interrupt it. I'm sorry. This is
No.
therapy.
You're totally preaching. You're preaching, man. Because that's how it was. I'm always bragging like 8 hours. No, trust me. When I started, my first day, they had me deliver like 80 parcels on the holiday season. That's all I did was deliver parcels. It took me 9 hours to deliver 80 parcels. Anybody here that's in the know knows 80 parcels should be about 4 hours.
Right.
And I couldn't do it. And they didn't call me back for like 5 days. And after I started doing my own route, I'm not going to lie. I'll admit, there were days I was crying. I was calling my kid's mom, like, I can't do this. I can't do this. You know, I was calling people just, this is too much. This is too much. They're killing me. But luckily I had mentors there, which what you said, ma'am, about how people don't talk to anybody. That's just how stations are until you find maybe you might find a station. Like I always brag that I've got mine that we're not like that. We all talk to each other. We support each other. We help each other out. We talk, we help each other out. It's tough in the first 2.5 years. And y'all are lucky, you guys that are starting. At least you know in the first 2.5 years, you're going to make regular. When I started, there was no telling. I had I think they were called TSEs in the beginning. I got a guy, my mentor, the main guy that I would call when I was crying my eyes out. It took him 6 years to make regular. He made regular, and that's when he was the guy that would tell me, it gets better. It gets better, trust me. It's tough in the beginning. It really is. This is not a job for everybody. I've told you, Jay, I've got people that come in and I told you there was one kid that walked in and he was going to shadow me for the first day. And I was like, me? Are you sure? And everybody was coming up to me in the station saying, hey man, this guy's got to shadow you and he's got the fear in him. He's got that fear look. And he was sitting in the corner at the little desk we have at our break station. And I could see it. And I told him, hey man, if you can stay up with me physically, you got this job. Don't worry about it. And I would tell him, there's going to be days that you're going to walk in and you're going to see how much mail and packages you got to deal with and flats and casing. And you're going to freak out and say, nope, I can't do this. But you can. You can do it. Trust me. I've been here this long. If I can do it, you could do it. I hate to be cliche. But yeah, no. And I've had people that just got out of the military. Buff mofos looking like, yeah, this guy's got this. Nope. First day in, he gets dehydrated. Didn't bring enough water. I told him, you got that one bottle of water? Do you need some water? That kid that I'm talking about, it was freezing cold when he shouted at me. I was like, dude, I got an extra jacket. Do you want it? No, that's okay. I run hot. I used to be a pawnbroker. I was like, what do you mean, for like Wall Street? I was like, no, I used to work at a pawn shop. I'm always on my feet. I was like, dude, this isn't the same kind of job. Take my jacket, please. And no, by the end of the day, he was freezing cold. And the first day that he was supposed to be on his own, he walked in and said, nope, I can't do this. This is a tough job, y'all. This really is.
So Alicia, if you're reading the comments, they are dropping words of inspiration in there for you as well. It's kind of like I said, the community's kind of here either to antagonize you or give you words of inspiration. So Miss Wendy is chatting and Cam is giving some words. And just, just if you get a chance, just take a peek at their words and Yaya as well. So I'm going to drink some coffee real quick, but you guys can keep it chatting. And keep your truth going. I thought you were going to be a little more dramatic with it, But this is your drama, so I'm not gonna judge it. This is your
Oh, man.
drama. Yeah, this is your drama. This a lack of peace is it's a stressful situation. Not every
Well,
like he just said, not everybody can deal with this.
have you ever felt like you know what you go through, but you don't know how to explain it or even talk about it? You know what I mean?
That's the job. That's the job.
Right. And so it's like if you open up at work, you feel like you're the weakest link, and then people start to judge you based upon your frustrations and your challenges with the job itself. So you don't want to look weak to them because you want to maintain your own without having to be a burden upon them. And that's where I am right now. I struggle with that because I don't feel like I have anybody to go to.
You got Jay's community of misfits here. All of us gonna
Right,
talk trash.
and I love Jay, and I love you, Jay, and I love the community that you've created here. I love this family, and I'm appreciative for that because sometimes that's my only outlet. That's my only encouragement.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they get on each other's nerves. They get on my nerves, but we kind of here for the same purpose, to fuss about something we commonly know, the foolery that goes on at the post office.
Alicia, I was scared. I was scared to go on camera. It's been so long since I've done that. When I did that interview with Jay, that last video, and I thought the hate was going to come right away. But a lot of the comments were positive. People were like, well, yeah. They were positive. I started to get hate. I had somebody call me a clown and whatnot, which I don't care about. It's just, that's fine. Don't worry about that kind of stuff. And you know what, Alicia, if you need somebody to give you motivation, I'm on Instagram, YaYasB915. Go ahead and check me out. Hit me up, hit me with a DM, and I will give you the words of motivation that my mentors gave me. Thank God I had two guys at my station. I put in the comments. When I first started, I walked in. I didn't put that, but I put in, I'm sorry. When I first started, my first day, I came in with penny loafers, jeans, and a light leather jacket. And It was like a blizzard outside. And my boss looked at me. My manager looked at me up and down, and he just looked at the guy I was shouting and said, show him everything. And he did. And I had people walking behind me as I was watching them case, and they were humming dun 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 dun. They were like, another one bites the dust. Nobody wanted to talk to me. But luckily I had two guys that mentored me. And like I said, they would tell me, I know I keep saying this, it gets better. It gets better, hang in there. Yeah, if you need somebody to talk to, hit me up. Anybody in here. If you want to, go ahead. Hit me up.
Well, thanks.
Like I said, I know what it's like. Like when I started, nobody would talk to me at all. Everybody was like, well, why? You're only going to be here for 3 days and then you're going to quit. But no, I stuck with it. And now when people come into my station, I'm the second senior carrier at my station. When CCAs come in for their first day, right away, I'm like, hey, how you doing? My name's such and such. Here's my phone number. You have any questions? There's no stupid questions or stupid answers. I'm here to help you. And it's funny because my station, everybody's there to help you. All of us are like, let's get this done. Let's get this done. And it sounds like you don't have that right now, and I know how stressful that is.
Oh, yeah. It is.
But you just hang in there. Just hang in there. Just hang in there. I love my route. I love the people on my route. I've got people on my route that, like, they'll see me walk by the clerk desk at the front lobby and be like, oh, there's such and such. Oh, he's such a good guy. Whenever he's not working, the mail always get there late. It's always misdelivered. I never get my packages. Oh, he's such a good guy. Like, I have customers calling my station, complimenting me, just because I go out there and I do my job and I do it well.
Right.
Why she over there whispering, sounding all sexy? Right, you sound. Yes, I get
Who is he talking about?
it. You.
I'm just agreeing. What are you
Oh,
talking about?
okay. I'm sorry. But no, I appreciate that you offered that, Yaya, because humanity comes out on this channel. Like I said before, even when people argue, if I say, like I was talking about, my ex-wife's friend, and she had cancer, and everybody came through. People just came through. There is humanity amongst crafts and craft workers. So when there's a scenario like this, where you're expressing your frustrations, all you do is just read the comments. There's always going to be comments that are negative, but there's always going to be some inspirational comments. There's always going to be people that are that have been there, done that. And it kind of lets you know that you're not alone. And that's the feeling when you work at this place. You feel like you're the only one that's gone through it, and that's not true. There's always somebody
Not
else.
at all.
Well, that's good to know. It's reassuring. Because I could tell you, I almost wrote my resignation Wednesday.
Really?
Yes.
That's not good.
And I need my job.
No,
God knows I do.
you need a
And
job.
it's a good job. It's a good job. The benefits are good. The medical insurance is good. The retirement is, it's not what it used to be, but no, it's a decent job. It's like where I live, the cost of living is low. This is like a really good job. And it's funny because a lot of people will like I've got 60, 70-year-old people calling me sir, and I'm like, no, don't call me sir. That's my dad's name. Like, no, this is just a job. I'm just working. It's a blue collar job. But like I said, I keep saying it. It's tough. It is so tough in the beginning, and guess what? It's going to be tough even afterwards. You're going to have, like yesterday. My day off was yesterday. I found out everybody at my station had like half a tray of DPS and like no flats. It was an easy day. It's one of those days you can just go around whistling, saying, "Hey, what's going on?" Talking to people and whatnot. There's going to be tough days, but at the beginning, it's tough. It is rough. But I think that's on purpose because you got to weed out the people that shouldn't be here compared to the people that like, okay, you can get this done. I said it before. It takes a special kind of person to do this job.
It really does.
Rude Goat said, same. I called my mother countless times in panic. Wendy said, hang in there, girl. You are so close to career that most would envy. Yeah, I wouldn't quit if you only one person away. Roy James.
No, trust me. I remember I was like in the 90th position. I was like, damn it, I'm never going to get here. And this is before the the latest contract where you automatically get converted to, I think it's PTF. Luckily in my contract, it wasn't PTF. It was CCA to regular. But I remember I was in 5th place for like 8 months and I was still going through hell. And I was like, I'm done. But then when I made it, I told Jay this, and I'll say this right now. I got the email, and my union president called me and told me, hey, check your email. You just made it. I called my kid's mom, and I was in tears. And she said, oh, my God, you finally got fired. I said, no, I made it. I finally made it. I was like, oh, my God. I'm going to report tomorrow to the main station and pick my route. And I've never left. 8.5 years later, I'm still on the same route.
And that's what you're gonna be doing soon, there, Alicia. Don't let this deter you. It ain't gonna be easy, as he clearly said. So Rick said,
even if the route that you pick is not a good route, it's fine. The longer that you're in, the more seniority you get. You can start looking at other routes, and you could find routes. I know I could get a route. I can get a route where I deliver to my own house. If I got to use the restroom or take my lunch or want to take a 30-minute nap, I could come to my house and do it. But I don't, because of the station that I'm at is a good 20, 30 minutes away. I got to use my own gas to get out there. But I like my route. I like the volume. I like the people. I like the area. The area's a little rough, but no, I like it. And you can find your spot. You just got to put your time in. You got to put the time in.
Rick out in Los Angeles.
Thank you. All right, make sure you earn that. Yeah.
You're
going to work for it. Oh, yeah.
Rick is in Los Angeles. He said he had a half a tray of DPS yesterday. Wonder why. So
something happened yesterday.
Well, he's in Los Angeles. I know where you both. Well, I know where both of you are, and I know where I'm located. Your mail volume was very light yesterday, nationwide. It is what it is. It's just what it is. Yesterday was Thursday, which means it was coming out from either Tuesday or Wednesday, towards the end of the week. Also, school is ending in certain areas of the country. It's just the way the ball bounced. But I did notice that it was a very light day. And we knew that because of transportation has to go pick people up. I was talking to one of the supervisors at the station. They said, oh, yeah, it's really light. Our people should be back by this time because we had very light volume. So it's just what it is.
Yeah, and you got people that milk it and still gonna, they're still gonna, yeah. I mean, people don't want to use their annual. They don't want to, get back early and all that. But what's crazy is what day was it? I think it was Tuesday.
It was off
Yeah,
the
it was
chain.
heavy.
It was like doubled up,
For a
right?
holiday. I think Nick said he pulled like a 12.5 hour shift.
Yeah, I saw that as well. The DPS was all out of whack at the plant.
Yep.
It was a lot of craziness. But again, it's the domino effect nationwide. Is what it is. Is what it is. But we coming up on, what time is it? We're coming up on an hour. Alicia, we're gonna check back in with you. Yaya, we'll chat there, brother.
Uh,
Well, thank you, Jay. Thank you, Yaya.
Alicia,
yeah, of course. Like I said, I gave you my tag on Instagram. Anybody wants to hit me up or you want to hit me up, you ever feel stressed, hit me up. Trust me, I've been there. I've been there. And I know what it's like.
Well, I appreciate all the encouragement and the pouring into me. I appreciate it very much.
Just hang in there. Just hang in there. Everybody in the chat, just hang in there.
Jimmy said 8+ years. Yes, it does get better.
Hey.
There it is. Rude Goat management needs to see us as individuals. Instead, they simply look at a clipboard. Sam says, I say document your experience with a mental health doctor. When it gets too much, hand in reasonable accommodation request. This is true.
Jay, I will point that out. I showed the video at our stand-up a couple of days ago that you I think you posted about that one carrier that went kind of postal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Like, you got to watch out for your mental health.
Yes.
You got to watch out for that. And that's why I told everybody at the station, if you guys got to talk, I said, I'm not going to throw any names out there, but there's about 3 people in this room that have helped me. I wasn't going to go there where I'm going to do that, but you got to watch out physically and mentally. It's you got to watch out for yourself. And we need to be there for each other. We're in a union. A union. That means we're a group.
That's
You know,
it.
we see each other. We're out there more. Like I've told people on at my route, I spend more waking hours on my route than I do in my own neighborhood. This is my community. This is my neighborhood as well.
You sound like the ideal worker. CB said, we appreciate you, Alicia. James Sal just joined the live. How long has Alicia been in this? In the live or in the post office? She's been in the post
11
office.
months.
11 months, she said. And she about to be career.
Now there's light at the end of the tunnel, Alicia. You're there. Trust me.
The
All
highway,
you gotta do is put in your time. If you don't like where you're at, guess what? Bid on every route. Bid on any route.
the highway's still messed
but
up.
can you bid as a CCA? That's the only thing. I don't like.
Say it
I'm
again?
I'm just gonna tell you guys. I don't get any straight answers from my superiors. Okay.
Okay.
So there are a lot of things that I question and I don't know from a CCA point of view, or I get misleading information. So I need some direction. Okay?
Come on. We got plenty of people in the chat that are ready to give you an answer. While I get my coffee, I said I was gonna get my coffee. Ask your questions. You got Yaya on the phone. I can't help too much. I might know some answers, but I really want my coffee. It's kind of my thing. But go ahead, shoot with your questions.
Your job steward should be posting on the bulletin board when the routes are up for bid. It'll show what routes are open. Check those routes, and you just go to the other stations with your badge, show your badge, or be in uniform. Look at the routes, go look at the case, see if that's something you want to do. Ask other carriers. Hey, how is this route? They might say, like, you know what? It's easy. It's dismount. It's curbside, but it's got a lot of volume. It's got a lot of packages. Or, you know what? It's all walking. Because, see, personally, I like walking. But just do that. And you know what? Bid on the route. Change stations. If you don't like where you're at, go to another station. If you don't like that route, guess what? You're going to have to stick around there for a little bit until the next bid comes up. Then bid on something else until you find where you got to go. I got lucky and I found my route, and I was told that, how it is. And I was like, all right, cool. People didn't like my route. It was open for so long because I deliver into a pretty crazy area. I deliver to a pretty wild area, but the volume's low. The people are nice. I deal with a lot of vagrants. I deal with a lot of crime. I've almost gotten into a couple of fights, so I told them you're about to get a felony, but I like it. I don't mind it. You know, you'll find your spot. You'll find your niche to where you're just like, no, I like it here. That's all you got to do now.
I'm sorry, but as a
No, okay.
CCA, can I bid? Because I don't see anywhere where I can bid on light blue or anywhere. So how would I put my bid in?
No, as a CCA, no, all you can do is put articles on routes that are already at your station. And I don't know if you've done that before. If there's somebody who goes on vacation, like somebody tells you I'm going to go on a 2-3 week vacation, put an article on that route. Because what's going to happen, because see, that's one thing I used to hate. I'd walk in, I never put articles on anything. I'd walk into my station, I'd never know what I was doing. Okay, you got to do this route. Now you got to help out here, you got to case this. If you put an article, that's your route. Like if I were to go on vacation for a week, that's your route for the week, which means you're going to have that day off. That's the only route you're going to do. You might get a handoff, of course, because you're a CCA. You know, you're the bottom of the barrel. Right. But once you make regular, that's your route. That's what you're going to do all the time. And that's if you want to get on the overtime list. Personally, I'm like, nah, I put in my time. I'm on the no list. No, if they need me if there's an emergency and they need me, they'll use me. But aside from that, I just do my route. And that's where it gets better, is that's all you know you're going to do is your route.
Okay, so let me ask this question.
Okay.
Because I feel like I need more direction, it's not the job itself, it's just I need to know the ins and outs of where I want to go and where I need to go if I stay with the Postal Service. So I need a mentor. And I have requested this at my station and nobody has acknowledged or responded.
Well, that's the station you're at. Then honestly, like I don't know. Maybe once you make regular, like I said, when I started all the regulars, and these are old timers. This is I was told it was the dark ages, where people are like, no, you got to put your dues in and all that. You got to earn my respect. But luckily, I had a couple of people that took me under their wing. If I don't know, I would say change stations when you make regular. Just go somewhere else. Find somewhere else, or find the route that is going to suit you, or at least that you can tolerate, and then just do like I did in the beginning. Even when I made regular, just keep your head down and just do your route. Screw it. Like Jay said, we're not there to make friends. It sucks. Like I've got friends. I've got really good friends that helped me when I was in really dark places. But you might not find that where you're in your area. I don't know where you're at. I don't know what it's like. But yeah, I was at stations where I couldn't depend on anybody except a couple of people. Where I'm at now, we all talk to each other. We're all good friends. There's times we do go out. Like after the holiday season, when Christmas is over, we used to have an annual thing where we all would go out and have a couple of drinks and just do a cheers like the season's over. My manager, my main guy, he actually throws Christmas parties. He'll have potlucks, all that kind of stuff. If somebody's going to leave the station or if somebody comes in, we welcome them. And it's crazy because like it sounds so different from what everybody else is telling me. But it's not like that at my place. It's not like that. Yeah.
Will y'all adopt this CCA?
I'm sorry. Adopt the CCA. Well, just look in that postal magazine where they transfer. I'll let you know where I am. You want to transfer over here and somebody wants to transfer routes, go for it. I got lucky. Yeah, because it's like I keep saying, this job is tough. It's really tough. You should see how red I am from the sun. I deliver in the desert. I'm burning hot. It's already getting 100 degrees out here. But
wow, you're in the desert? Oh no.
Yeah. No, you just got to make it happen. Just make it happen. Yeah, and I know people get mad at me for saying 8 hours, but no. It's we got to do this. I said it in the interview with Jay. We got to get this company out of the red. We got to. And I know people are like, people are like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But that's how I am. I'm not driving recklessly. I'm not doing stuff I'm not supposed to. I found out through, there's other people I talked to that we had a safety blitz going on the other day. they walked off 2 carriers because they didn't have the seatbelt on, the doors were open, yada yada yada. They
That's
warned
what
us
I
like,
do.
hey, everybody.
I do the safety thing. Yeah.
Hey, you outed that one, yeah. We had one of those, a safety blitz. But it's funny. I was like, okay, cool. I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to. I warn people like, hey, be careful, man, be careful. But whatever. But I'm to that point, though, to where I don't have to worry about that. I know my route. And I don't do my route the way it's supposed to be. My line of travel is way different than the route's supposed to be. My route's supposed to be like 2 blocks every swing. But I've got so much dead walking. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to take care of these NBUs, and then I'm going to do 1 block, 1 block, 1 block, 1 block. It's efficient, and I'm saving energy. Like, why do you want me to do it that way? And I would change the line of travel, but I think you've seen it, Jay, when you have to, when they do the route adjustments, and you go to the edit books and all that, like, I'm not going to sit there, especially because they want you to do that at home. They want me to sit at home with this graph chart and change everything. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get paid off. I'm not going to do stuff off the clock and not get paid. No.
I see Danny stopped in. I'm going to read some of these comments real quick.
No.
All right. So Roy says, ask 4 supervisors the same question. You'll get 4 different answers. Haha, that's true. Jimmy says, best advice, read your M41 manual. Somebody will elaborate on that. Jimmy, if you could.
That's like the daily thing. Like, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to scan this, you're supposed to scan that. You're supposed to switch over to street, supposed to switch over to office, scan to depart to route, all that. Like, it's a step-by-step on what you're supposed to do.
Okay. James said, in my office, over 100 plus CCA quit since 2013. The turnover rate is high because management lies to the newbies and no one ever helps, especially the old timers. They don't want to bother. Okay.
Yep.
Article, we used to call them mini bids. I don't know what he's referring to.
If you want to go with that, and I'm at fault too. I'm to blame also. If you really want to go with that, you got to read the union handbook. You got to read it cover to cover, and then you can start talking like that. Okay. But I can't say I have either. I can't say it.
Says, I always say, why does my union say we a family and a team, yet they see the pressure CCA been put through? Tell them they given 2 hours and it be 4 to 5 hours. James said that.
Oh, no, that's like that. That's, I think, I don't know how to say this, but they tell you it's an hour, it's an hour and 45. If they say it's 45 minutes, it's an hour and a half. Just expect that.
So it's usually double. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Danny, what's going on, cousin? Danny is one of the individuals that I met. I did an interview with him up in New York, and he's supposed to be going, or he did go to that career conference thing that I mentioned to you guys. Please, if you're looking for information, somebody asked about this if you're still watching. The career conferences are going around the country. Yours might not be there till November, but if you have the opportunity to go there, it's $30. It's not on the clock. You go there and you get to mingle with everybody in every single craft. Some people say, well, how did that person get that position? That's how. You want to know about human resources? That's how you get into human resources. You want to know about time management people? You go there. If you have specific skills in maintenance, whatever it is, you go there. That's how you get in to those places like that. People are like, I didn't even know we had a nursing thing. That's where you go. If you've ever had nursing experience, you go to these career conferences. They teach you specifically what a KSA is, as well as how to write one properly. They teach you the STAR format, situation, task. Anyway, I've never been to one, but I did the research because you guys asked me, and they just told me it's more of a networking thing. And like when you able to see, meet, talk to all the different crafts, you get to know a little bit more about where you could possibly end up. So if it's not locally in your area, and let's say it's 3-4 hours away, and you can see that it's coming up, take your time. Go request time off. Wishing everyone continues to succeed. That's Danny. So he did go. He sent me some pictures of it, and I can't emphasize it enough. Everybody says management. Once you hit management, you garbage. Listen, as I said it before, and I say it again, everybody that is in management, 99% of them were career employees or craft employees at one time. We don't know the extent of whether they were good or bad, but that does mean that people that are good people can end up in management. And if you say, well, there's no way we'll make a change. Well, if you got one person, no. But you got 10 people and 10 like-minded people, things slowly change. You get 20 like-minded people, things change more. You get 100 like-minded people, things change more. The generations are changing now. The old guard is slowly leaving. The new guard is coming in. If you allow the new guard to take over and the new guard is just trash like the old guard, then it's our fault that they're going to be in there. There's no excuse why anybody that doesn't have the opportunity, just go. Just go. And you can even see some of the people that you don't want to. You'll see, oh man, I can't believe that Jeff has the audacity to want to be damn postmaster. Well, then you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. Because at the end of the day, if the opportunity is there and you let the opportunity slip past you or don't even attempt it, you're going to live with regrets. What if? What if? Suppose I did. I wonder if I. Leave no stone unturned. Don't have yourself go to bed one day and question, damn, I could have been XYZ. And there's no reason you can't. This is not an inspirational talk. This is reality. Danny's young. Danny been with the post office a couple years. And he went just to see. And it's not like he's the perfect employee. He's been through some stuff. But he went to find out where the opportunity lies. What's hard about that? Was it like, Danny, how many hours was it? I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours? You know, you got to be the change you want to see. I say it 1,000 times. James says, learn the manual. That's how I learned to step over management's toes. The 3996 estimates your requested time. They will fuss. Stand your ground. James Sal said it. Mario says, hello.
What's a 96?
3996. I don't know.
I'm kidding. I probably pissed James off.
Well, I don't know what the hell it is, but you know. Hello.
That means when you have to request time because you're about to go over on your route.
Oh, okay. Hello there. I start orientation on Monday. Any good advice on RCA position? All you read is that bunch of negative things on that position. All I read? I didn't read anything. So orientation, they're going to just tell you about the job. RCA, after that, you're going to go to your defensive driving course. Then you got to go to your driving test. Then you got to go to an academy. Good advice, if you're a positive person and a hard worker, stay that way. That's my advice. As far as the driving is concerned, don't overthink it. Driving LLV is just sitting on the right side. Don't let it confuse you, because some people let that whole concept mess with their brain. And be prepared for the worst. Hope for the best.
It's not that bad driving on the right side, guys. Just watch out for your blind spots.
There it is.
Just watch out.
Danny delivers. I got some offers too, 8 to 3, but it's worth it. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's about 7 hours. 7 hours, and you're there mingling with people up top. And he said he got some information. Mario, hang in there, learn all you can, don't give up. Wendy being you're going to have to contact me, Wendy. She over there being all cool and giving all that positive advice. My ex-wife's name is Wendy, the first ex-wife. I ain't gonna hold that against you, but you've been giving some good you've been giving some good advice right here. I like that. Um, wishing
Real
everyone.
quick, Alicia, are you still there?
She fell asleep.
Oh, she did. All right.
I'm
I was
still
gonna
here.
say. All right. Um, just to let you know, one thing you can't do is you can't apply for certain positions if you haven't already started a craft. If you don't think this position is for you, and I'm not saying that, I say hang in there, you got this. If not, now that you got your foot in the door, you can change crafts. You can work in the plant. You can get into management.
Yes.
I've got a CCA that's a real good friend of mine that's helped me out, that got me through some really hard times. He was a 204P as a CCA, and now he's working his way up. That dude wants to be postmaster. You can work in the plant. My advice to anybody here, the happiest people I see in this company are the custodians.
Yes.
Those guys love their job. Those guys are always smiling.
I got some people that are texting me right now. And I guess I'll shout his name out. No, we're gonna just shout you out there. E. He applied to be a tractor trailer operator, and he said he just completed his academy today. I didn't know you had an academy. Oh, I see you with the picture. I'm not gonna put your picture out there. Okay. He said he just completed his academy today, and just told me you have to wait 18 months when you become career before you can switch. Okay, this is true. I'm not gonna put your full name out there, brother. Dodge Ram. I wish our supervisors would step outside and finish a route and all the overtime they give us every day. Well, Dodge, I don't think that they could do that, man. There'd be too many grievances. Honestly, I don't think that's a thing. You don't want them to cross crafts, man, because that'll take away from your compliment. If they help you every day, then it shows that there's not a need for another carrier or a need to assess your route. I don't know if that was sarcasm, but you want to make sure that if there's extra work, take your time with it. You know what I mean? I mean, don't go extra slow, but definitely don't kill yourself when it comes down to extra work. Because if one person continues to do Route 41 and goes 12 hours every single time, which it never could happen, that means obviously it's an overburdened route. They need to reassess the route. And if they always split it up or whatever the case is, nobody's ever going to be hired to help with that route. They won't divide the route up. So it's imperative that you just continue to take your time. They don't want to give overtime. Oh, okay. Sarcasm. Cool.
Jay,
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to ask Yaya something. He's still there?
Yaya is always there.
Is it okay if I just talk to you outside of here? You said
I sent it.
Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, I told you. Hey, Yaya's me, 915. Go ahead. Anybody. That's fine. I don't mind. I got nothing. I'm not saying nothing across the bay.
I will plug y'all together off air. If that's
Yeah.
what you
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you, Jay.
Of course. Yeah. You got this, ma'am. You got this. Come on.
A lot of-
I'm not doubting. I'm working through frustrations,
You
I
can
know.
hear it in your
And I've
voice.
been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. Trust me. I've been there. Yeah. I don't mean to brag, but yeah, 10 years in now. Trust me. I that's why I said I hear it in your voice. I hear it. I hear what's going on. I know what you're going through.
You recognize the tone.
Sure.
Oh yeah. No, I've been worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else? Like I said my tag on Instagram. You want to hit me up? Go ahead. If you want to hate me, go for it. No worries. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. There was a point where I was like, I was so into this. I said, nope. I've been in here so long, y'all are gonna have to fire me. I'm not going anywhere.
All right. Well, I didn't mean to leave y'all. My bad. My bad.
Yes, you did.
No. I had
Jay living life.
me. No,
Jeez.
definitely no. Got my coffee. You like my coffee cup? This is like my old club gave this to me. I need to invest in one. This is nice, right?
Oh.
Anyway, Postal fam, I've held on to you guys long enough. I got a video coming on later today where the senator is just blasting management. It is pretty hilarious. Y'all will get a kick out of it. Phew. Yeah, that part. So when it pops up later, Yaya will probably be in the chat. Jay will probably be watching wrestling. But I appreciate all of you for, giving your words of inspiration because clearly I didn't realize Alicia was going through all of that.
I didn't tell you. I mean, it was heard in the tone.
It says lots of supervisors just talk the talk and not walk the walk. Yes. They talk good, saying they've done it in a short time. Jay, read
You
my
got
previous
postal fans here
comments.
that care about you, Alicia.
Well, I do thank you.
Jay, read my
And likewise.
previous comment. It is important to all carriers want to hear what the gentleman on the phone says. Your previous comment. Did I lose you? What is your previous comment there, James? James. I did. Learn the manual. That's how I learned how to step over management's toes. The 3996 estimates your requested time. They will fuss, but stand your ground. Yes, I read that there, James. Oh, one time my postmaster said 60 parcels took 1 hour. Way back when I worked Sunday. Yet I calculated it, and it's 20 minutes per hour. UPS has 17 parcels per hour. Interesting. Y'all go through some and I feel bad for you. But
I was told it was like 80 parcels for 4 hours.
80 parcels of yeah, that's why Jay doesn't deliver. I'd pass out. I'd pass out. I respect all of y'all. Jay wouldn't make it. Not one day.
That's in real time.
Gangsters.
No. Matthew. That's my dog right there. Matthew. Many blessings your way, brother. So that's pretty much it. Like, I just wanted to get that information out there. Yeah, I read that one after. Well, you got one before that, James? Jeez, I don't know how many others. I read all yours. You asked how long she's been live. You told me that 100 CCAs quit. I spoke about why the union says we're a team.
I've been alive for a lot of years.
That's my dog. I love Matthew. We ain't never met. One day we gonna meet, Matthew. We gonna go worship together, brother. Again, with that being said, I got my time here. We at 7, and I appreciate y'all stopping in. This was a slow start. I kind of had my thought process, but we veered off a little bit. But Alicia, you're gonna be back on because we got to keep up with you. All right?
You can't keep tabs on me, Jay.
We're gonna keep up with you.
We're going to check in on you, Alicia, and make sure you're all right. And 3 years from now, you're going to be regular and be like, I'm happy.
All right.
I hope so. But thanks, Jay. Thanks, Yaya. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Y'all be good. This is JH. And Yaya, we'll chat later. And
Hit that like button.
I don't ask nobody to hit nothing. If they choose to hit it, that's on them. If they like the content, right above about Mailman Nick. Jesus, I don't know where. Oh, I can't see without that. I don't see anything here about Mailman Nick. I'm still trying to find your comment there, James. Pay good, benefits good, but the amount of BS you have to put up with is off the charts. No, that's not you. Joined live. My office is over 100. No, I don't see any other comments here. The orientation manual. You could have just wrote the whole comment over, brother. But I got to get off there. I got to monitor my times here. All right. Y'all be good. Be safe. Be blessed. It's JH. And I'm out.